I'm ready to rock and roll.
Right, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to QuizCraft. QuizCraft is our weekly live trivia stream. Well, I'll be going over your video game knowledge with 15 questions. If you get them all right, you take home the prize. And this week, it's $1,100. Wow! Includes the carryover from last week, as unfortunately no one won, as well as an extra $100 from us reaching our Facebook likes goal. So thank you everyone for that. Some of you are claiming this is pre-recorded. Super insulted. I'm here. Charlie's here in the background. We're bopping along. We apparently need to turn our mic up. I can get going in a second. So remember, if you're inviting your friends to join the stream, use your invitation code. You'll get some coins on the side and have a chance to win our other ongoing promotion, Seek the Peak. So if you get the most new followers in a week, you'll win another prize. So we have a lot of ways for you guys to make some money. Get inviting, get on StreamCraft, just do it. Anyways, let's get on to how to participate. As you can see, I believe here, there's a SurveyMonkey URL. So obviously you've got to navigate to this through your web browser and enter in your StreamCraft username. You may have noticed the questions are blank, and that's because you need to listen to me to participate. Little tip for those of you on Android, if you enter the stream and then hit your back button, the video will be an overlay, and so then you can go to your web browser, watch me, and answer the questions at the same time. If you're on iOS, you could either just have the StreamCraft app run in the background and listen along, or you could switch back and forth in between apps. For best experience, if you buy a computer, that's probably the easiest, so you can listen and watch along on your phone as you answer the questions on your computer. Lots of options. We really want someone to win, maybe, kind of. So once we go through all the questions, we'll take a couple minutes to calculate who won, go over the answers, so stay tuned to the end, as that's how you'll know if you won or not. So once again, visit that SurveyMonkey URL, enter your StreamCraft username, and answer the questions as we go along. And friendly reminder, like I was saying in the comments, is to try not to spam the like button. We like you a lot too, but kind of working on solving that lag issue, so just don't like us for now. Cheer me on with your lovely comments instead. So that's probably enough. Sounds like you guys are ready to go. So let's just jump right into question number 1. What game makes you shoot flying birds on the NES? Is it A, Raven Hunt, B, Nerd Hunt, C, Eagle Hunt, or D, Duck Hunt? You've got 10 seconds to answer this question. Are you hunting ravens, nerds, eagles, or ducks? Boop, boop, boop. On to question 2. What class in Team Fortress 2 can heal other characters? Is it A, Heavy, B, Soldier, C, Sniper, or D, Medic? So healing your fellow compatriots in Team Fortress 2, which one can do that? Awesome, time's up. On to question 3. Which of the following companies no longer makes console hardware? Is it Microsoft, Sony, Sega, or Nintendo? So a company that doesn't make console hardware anymore. One of these 4. Perfect. On to question number 4. In the game Halo, what is the name of Master Chief's AI sidekick? Is it A, Cortana, B, Arbiter, C, 343 Guilty Spark, or D, Hal? So his computer sidekick that helps him along in the game, what is the name of that AI? Awesome. Question 5. Which in-game Fortnite weapon deals the most damage per shot to players? Is it the pump shotgun, the grenade launcher, the bolt action sniper, or the rocket launcher? So the weapon that deals most damage per shot in Fortnite. Killing all your enemies. On to question 6. What ability does a Noceros monster's crystal horns have in the game Lords Mobile? Do they withstand physical damage? Do they have absolutely no abilities? Do they lower your hero's attack power, or do they lower your hero's healing focus? If you play the mobile game Lords Mobile, hopefully you know this answer. On to question 7. Why does the character Kratos in the God of War series have grayish white skin? Is it A, because he's immortal, B, because his blood was drained by Hades, C, because he's covered in ash, or D, because he's cold-blooded? So why does Kratos have gold skin? Immortal, blood drained, covered in ash, or cold-blooded? On to question number 8. What was the very first game in the Tony Hawk series? Was it Tony Hawk's Underground, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Tony Hawk's Skater Dude, or Tony Hawk's Skate Park? Got Underground, Pro Skater, Skater Dude, or Skate Park? What was the very first game in this game series? On to question 9. What do Volibear, Ezreal, Udyr, and Zillion all have in common in League of Legends? Do they all possess abilities which increase movement speed? Do all 4 despise Urgot? Are all 4 named after a Riot employee? Or were they all disabled at some point during the 2016 LCS? These 4 champs in League all have something in common. Time's up. On to question 10. Which hero in Dota 2 has only 1 active ability? Is it Dendi, the Wraith King, Pudge, or Ursa? Ooh. You have extra time. I messed up on my timer. All right, go. Dendi, Wraith King, Pudge, or Ursa, get it in quick. All right, question number 11. The video game company Nintendo has an ownership stake in which MLB team? Is it the LA Angels, the Seattle Mariners, Chicago White Sox, or the San Francisco Giants? So Nintendo, for some reason, has a stake in an MLB team. Maybe they just love baseball. Perfect. On to question number 12. What does the graffiti of the AWP with wings refer to in Counter-Strike Go? Is it a reference to a collateral no-scope from Marcelo David, a spot where you can drop AWP shots through the wall? Is it just there for show, or is it a joke about moving while AWPing? So this is graffiti of a gun with wings that you can find in CSGO. Any idea what it means? Right, on to question 13. What inspired Toru Iwatani to create Pac-Man's distinctive shape? Was it A, a punctured beach ball, B, a partially eaten pizza, C, a very fat baby chick, or D, a partially eaten cake? Oh, Pac-Man, friendly yellow character, what inspired his shape? Question 14, almost at the end. In the Pokemon game series, what item lets the holder survive with 1 hit point from an attack that would otherwise cause it to faint? Is it a life orb, a comet shard, focus sash, or ghost gem? I was gonna wear a Pokemon shirt, but the green screen didn't like it. Okay, time's up. On to our last question, number 15. In the game Banjo-Tooie, what is the name of the boss in the Witchy World stage? Is it A, Mr. Patch, B, Hag 1, C, Klungo, or D, Gruntilda? Very old game that maybe people don't play anymore. Do you know the answer? And time is up. That ends our questions. So, we're going to see if you guys got it right. In the meantime, we're going to quickly go over some of the answers. And yeah, you can follow along and have a little chat while I talk about them. So, on to question 1, the game where you shoot the flying birds. Hopefully this was easy. The answer was Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was first released in 1984 in Japan and 85 in North America as a launch game for the NES. Neat little fact. So question number 2, the class that heals. Hopefully also another easy question. It's kind of self-explanatory. The class is Medic. So Medic can also regenerate health over time, and if he stays out of combat and avoids taking damage, then he can passively heal even more. So pretty nifty if you're hiding a lot. On to question 3. The company that no longer makes hardware is Sega. This essentially occurred because they came out with the Dreamcast, which really sucked, and so Sega decided to restructure and just focus on software. Question number 4. Master Chief's sidekick is Cortana. So Cortana originally was sort of like a how-to guide to help you through the game, but then the developers were like, oh, she's pretty cool to help explain some of the backstory. And Cortana is also now the name of the virtual assistant for Windows 10 computers, so full circle of a game character come to life. On to question numero 5. The Fortnite weapon is the rocket launcher. So I think most people, myself included, favorite use of the rocket launcher was during the Halloween update, where you could literally ride a pumpkin that was shot from the launcher, which is pretty dang cool. Question number 6. The Nosferous monster, his crystal horns, they lower the healing ability of your champs. So if you never played this game, the monster is a giant rhinoceros with armor, so it looks pretty cool. And along with its horns, it resists physical damage, so it's pretty hard to beat. Cool boss monster type thing. All right, question number 7. Why is Kratos gray? It is because he's covered in ash. He called upon the god Ares for help in a battle, was driven through all this blood loss, and he murdered his family. So an oracle cursed him to wear the ashes of his family as, you know, because he did a bad thing. So pretty dark. Question 8. The first game in Tony Hawk was Pro Skater, which came out in 1999. One of the company founders actually built a half pipe in his backyard to get more familiar with skateboarding and gameplay, and started skateboarding with his coworkers, which seems like a pretty cool work perk. Question 9. This one, simple answer is they're all named after a Riot employee, which is a nice honor. Some of the names is like a guy's nickname, some is kind of like his middle name or last name, but they're all honored in some way with their own champ. Question number 10. The Dota hero with only one active is the Wraith King. And even though he only has one active, he has a really cool passive ability, Reincarnation, which lets him rise after death, so he can be difficult to face against later in the game. Question number 11. The correct answer was the team closest to us up here in Vancouver, the Mariners. In 2016, Nintendo sold a lot of their stake. They still own 10%, but they sold a big chunk to keep the Mariners in Seattle, which is a pretty cool thing to do. Question number 12. The special AWP with wings graffiti is in honor of Marcelo David. In this competition in 2016, he managed to hit multiple people with a single shot with no scope, which is pretty dang impressive. Question 13. Pac-Man, he was inspired by pizza. So the creator essentially was just eating a slice of pizza. Imagination was like, wow, this would be so cool because it's eating and it's, you know, cute little shape. Yeah, inspiration from food, why not? Question 14. The correct item was a focus sash. This was introduced in Gen 4 of Pokemon, so that's the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum editions. This is also the generation when Leafeon and Glaceon were introduced, so pretty cool games. And lastly, on to question 15. The boss in Witchy World was Mr. Patch. Mr. Patch is a big inflatable T-Rex covered in little patches. I think he's pretty cute. And to defeat him, you have to pop all his patches, and he's all angry about it. And yeah, so that is it. There you have it. So how many do you guys think you got right? Think maybe one of you won, maybe you didn't. Anyway, we're gonna take a couple more minutes to calculate the answers. So in the meantime, hang out a little bit, a little chit chat. Yeah, our little self promo again is we're obviously trying to grow and expand StreamCraft and QuizCraft. Still aiming for that goal of 300 total viewers. Looks like we have 60 or more, or maybe that was the peak today, which is awesome. So if we reach that 300 total, we'll add another $100 to the jackpot, of course. And every time the view count goes up by another 200, we'll add another $100. So really trying to incentivize you to invite your friends. We've had lots of activity over the past week too. You guys are being awesome. All your follow for follow. It's great. Colombian, we have to calculate. We can't just hand out the money without knowing if you won or not. Yes, follow each other. I do really mean it. It's really good for you guys, at least to see what other creators are doing, kind of get inspiration. Much love to all of you as well. I'm waiting to see if we got anyone at all. Yeah, you guys think it was too hard? It's not fixed. I'm just trying to do a mix of questions from different games, different genres. Might make it easier next week because I do actually want people to win. Give us the money, we'll share it with everyone. But then that doesn't incentivize you to play along. I want you to play the quiz. Rigged, I'm reporting you. And how you work here. I know where you sit. Yeah, some were really hard this time. Trying to mix it up. Again, depends what you play at the end of the day. And I think we're going to our reveal screen, which is no one won again. So maybe it is too hard. Maybe I'll take your feedback, make some questions a little easier, but you know, I want a good challenge for you all. I believe in you. But it's not complete sad news. It does mean the jackpot carries over again. So next week we'll be starting off at $1,600, which is woo, lots online. Super exciting. And yes, I'm not just saying it. I will try to make the questions easier or maybe more balanced. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, thanks so much again, everyone, for tuning in. Feedback is always welcome. Remember, if you're sharing the app, use your invite code. You will get coins. Your people who come onto the platform, if they put in your code, they'll get coins too. So really building each other up. So tune in next week, same time, same place. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye-bye.